Hey folks, Dave here. I just received my Jagertron from Tfsource, and it's been retaped. Okay, there's one ending here, the sticker, and then there's another sticker that ends here. I don't know. There's also a bin here, like if someone pulled the box, and you can see the bin right here. And I do know some of these companies send these figures to be reviewed by online reviewers, and then they send the product back. So I'm hoping that's not what they got. I usually don't get retaped products like this from Tfsource, so this is kind of worrying me. I mean, you can see how the tape's kind of lifted there. When I go to the front, the box is again marked up here, so it feels like it was opened at some point. You open it up, and I don't know how much we can see here, but it looks like the weapons pack and the instructions were just thrown in there. So I want to do this on camera because customer service kind of lacking there from Tfsource. They tried to say that's the way stuff is and so forth, so you know. Okay, so I'm gonna do this opening on camera to make sure. And there's the tape, and as you can tell, there's another tape. Okay, there's still tape on there. So yeah, this thing was opened up and retaped. Even the corners are kind of damaged, like if you know you're gonna open the package. See, and there's the exact bend I was talking about. I'm hoping they didn't send me one of these rehashed or you know, reviewed samples, because I bought this figure brand new and I expect it to be brand new. Now, see, look at the, you can go like this. Weapons are loose. I thought this had two swords. There it is. Other one's back there. But as you can tell. Alright. And there is no tape around the clamshell here. Let me show you. There's no tape around the clamshell. Usually these things have 4 tapes, one on each side. This one has none. Alright. The plastic on this stuff looks like it's been actually scratched. It's been touched and rubbed against. The lights don't work. You know, they're supposed to have a light battery pack or not, but you can see scrapes here and there. It doesn't look like it's rub marks. Huh. Scratch marks there. Just like the plastic's been touched or rubbed against several times. Don't know. Even there, I mean, it looks like it's been scratched a few times. Even this figure seems to have wear on the legs. Even the back of the figure seems like it's been scratched up. I don't know if this was a review figure that they shipped out, but a bunch of the plastic on here looks like it's been manhandled. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna contact Tfsource, see if they can send me another one. It's just odd. I've never seen a figure with scratches or rub marks on here. I don't know if they showed them off at a convention and then repackaged them or what, but I mean, there's scratches and marks that shouldn't be on a new figure. Just looks like it's been reused. You know, it kind of bothered me when I paid for priority shipping and they shipped it UPS, which took longer. And now I get this thing and it looks like it's been reopened and re-put back into the package. It's just not cool. Okay, folks, small update. As you know, I brought up earlier, I think this is a used copy of this toy. It had secondary tape on it to reseal it, and you can tell there's still tape on here. You can see in the other video, I brought up issues like, you know, you're gonna open the box or hold it open, it's gonna create a bend here, and it does. It has all that. But as I was going through this, a few other things popped into my head. You know, again, the instructions were just thrown in there. I've prepared it in case Tfsource asks me to return it. I mean, look at the instruction booklet; it's all bent in there. But I also noticed a few more things. All the weapons are loose. I don't know if that's how they came, but all the weapons were loose. Someone brought it up in one of the forums on Facebook that they believe, and I'm starting to go with their belief here, that this was one of those reviewer samples or reviewed figures that they send out to well-known reviewers to check them out, and they get returned to Tfsource, and Tfsource went ahead and sent me this used copy instead of the new copy I had paid for. So I've noticed some more issues to kind of help, well, not kind of help, but to make that more believable. You know, a more, it seems like that's actually what happened here. As you can tell, I mean, lots of scratches on this thing. And one thing I noticed when I opened another MMC product that I had there is that MMC has a tendency of putting this clear plastic sticky wrap to cover and protect all these type of easily scratched surfaces. This figure didn't have one. It didn't even have, you know, any tape to hold down the clamshell. I mean, this thing is just full of scratches. When I went ahead and opened it, or even in the back, I mean, big old scratches. Just rough. So if this was a reviewer sample, the reviewer that was looking into it was very heavy-handed with it. Or as we would say in Spanish, tosco, with this product. I also noticed a few more things. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, that screw right here is unscrewed a little bit. I don't know if they had any damage or something, but the one on this side is not. You know, it's in two separate levels. When you go and look some more on here, right there, you can see someone took a permanent marker or some type of black paint marker and put 3 dots on there. And I've never had an MMC product that was this beat up, brand new out of the package. I mean, you could see wear and tear everywhere. Just like they were very heavy-handed with it. Whoever reviewed it. I went ahead and looked at these heads that are supposed to go onto these little pegs, and so, and I noticed something strange from them, in the fact that, and I don't know if this is how they're supposed to be, but I mean, that's a complete back head where, you know, you see the ball joint. You see this one is complete. That's the screw in order to screw on the head, I guess. Yet this one, it's missing the whole back piece. And this one, you know, it looks like it's complete. And this one too looks like it's complete. But I mean, the whole back piece is just missing from this figure. And you have to wonder, okay, was it like that? Or did the reviewer who had it before me, you know, take this piece off, you know, to try to work with it? I mean, I don't know. The neck joint is very loose on the figure. I mean, very loose. I've never had something like that from MMC. I'm not saying that they don't, but I've never had something like that. Again, lots of scuff marks, especially like on the wings and so forth. Scratched up shield and so forth. What really made me think or believe that this thing is used is the fact of this. All right, this shield, brand new, goes on here, and look at that, full of stress marks. You know, let's see if I can get some more light on here. I mean, look at that, full of stress marks. You know, that's just, I have never received an MMC product this beat up, this torn up right out of the package. Never has it happened to me before. I mean, I'm pretty sure that it may have happened to other people, but at this point, I really do feel that Tfsource sold me a used product trying to pass it off as new. I really feel like Tfsource sold me one of the reviewer samples or reviewer figures retaped up and just sent it to me. And I have no issue buying a used figure if it's sold to me as a used figure at a discounted rate or unbroken. But, you know, this is unacceptable. If anything, I would get mad at the reviewer that had it before me, because, I mean, no care in the figure at all. I mean, just beat up bad. You know, I mean, how hard is it to remove this piece from there? That's it. What kind of force did you have to put on this figure that you created that much stress marks on it? I mean, look at it. I mean, that's just terrible. I have contacted Tfsource, so wish me luck. Hopefully they'll just send me a brand new replacement figure, but this is unacceptable, and for them to try to pass something like this off to their customers, that's just bad business. That's about it. That's it on the updates. I will update you to tell you all what happens afterwards. Hopefully it'll get fixed correctly. And thank you for watching. Have a great day, evening, afternoon, and as always, God bless.